All right. So today, I guess I just want to talk a bit about some new ideas that we're working on these days. Um, so I guess since probably the last check-in, there's been a few updates here and there in terms of where we're at on progress in the world of like AI and technology. One of the interesting things that's starting to happen is that we're seeing research and development start to really pick up in terms of the quality and ability of the research agents. So I'm going to speak mostly from my experience using the Google tools. Now, even though we are not necessarily using the latest and greatest models at this point, we're using Gemini Pro 2.5. The ability to go through deep web search and scan hundreds of different websites is pretty, I guess, like game changing is the word that comes to mind still. I've been really impressed with its ability to basically go through and synthesize information, based on all of the different sources and doing fact checking and things like that. So I guess like there's really kind of like no limit at this point in terms of like us going forward and being able to actually start to create new scientific breakthroughs in new areas, right? As long as we are able to sort of combine like what's able to be done through web search as a source, and then also supplement that with things that are not accessible through web search. This would be, access to specific PDFs or books that are not publicly accessible, right? Like maybe through some sort of a payment or subscription paywall or what have you, right? And those can be attached manually at this point, and it probably won't be much longer until well, actually, no, it's not really a waiting game at this point. You can build this yourself if you wanted to through the API, where you could have it, attached, search through a private library, and then attach those to add the additional contextual data that would be missing from only the web search, and then only what's inside of the model itself, its own sort of internal memory, I guess. Not memory. Still not sure what to really call that. The stuff that the model inherently knows. Let's just, say sans hallucination and what have you. So that's like really promising at this point. So what does that mean? Basically, between that and the advances in coding agents, which continue to increase in capability at a very fast pace, now it's getting to the point where I'm nearly able to create an entirely new startup in a day. This is like everything from a marketing website, the application itself, and an administration app, deployment scripts, the whole thing, right? And I would say probably if I was a bit younger, had a bit more energy, maybe a bit more caffeine in me or something, I'd probably have crossed that hurdle by now. As it stands, I can only about get halfway through developing a startup in one day. Oh no, it's only a 179-day reduction, in time to market. It's crazy still, like. So yeah, some ideas that we have cooking around here in terms of research and development would be to sort of link up a pool of human experts to do validation. So I think there's sort of three pillars that we're going to be operating on in the future here. There's the validation pillar. So this is when you take AI research and you use human experts to validate that research. There's the integration pillar. This is where you integrate the new AI research into existing research. And there's the education pillar. And this is where you're starting to teach the new information. I think between these three pillars, we can actually effectively disrupt the entire academic research and development model. Where right now you have this system in academia where you have research grants going to universities that hire research professors, and then they release peer-reviewed journals and stuff, right? Then those sit behind paywalls. I don't know, the whole system seems very old and outdated and slow, frankly. So the way that I see sort of the future of this is more like you have more like citizen researchers, the same way that like social media has enabled citizen journalists, where anybody can have an idea, use powerful AI agents to conduct research, and then using again like this sort of like theoretical pool of research validators to go and help validate this research from a the perspective of an expert, right? It's like proofreader for hire, basically. And then again, using more AI tools to integrate this into existing knowledge, and then people can create online courses to disseminate this knowledge. And I think all of this can be done at a fraction of a cost, and at least 10x speed compared to what we have now through the traditional academia research model. So yeah, I'll be excited to work on disrupting this over in the near future. I've already built half a startup around it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, I have new sunglasses. Yeah, the old ones broke. So yeah, what are you gonna do? I like these ones still, Anyways, that's probably all for this one. We'll catch you later.